Three, two, one. Broadcasting tape delayed from Titletown, USA. You can figure that out whichever you want. I'm Bill. This is JP. The Sports Economy Show is on, and we're here to pump you up. So today's show, folks, is all about quarterbacks. You see this little deal right here? This is winners. You see all these other yahoos over here? These are losers. So we're just here to discuss quarterbacks and how much they bring your team in wins and how much owners pay them for the big C on their shirt. Is that right, JP?
That's right.
That's right. The big C. I heard somebody discussing Tua today and his struggles that he's going through.
But
anyway, oh boy. I have an opinion about him being drafted, but whatever. That has nothing to do with nothing at all. So
all right.
You're going to start the show out today with some very, very good information about winning and losing quarterbacks.
All right. So basically, we're going to break it down to would you pay these quarterbacks today? Right? So what makes a good quarterback contract? Right? Are you gambling when you're paying these quarterbacks, or do you know for sure these quarterbacks are going to be good? What did we say today, Bill? It's all crap.
Oh, it's a straight up gamble.
It is,
because we'll use Dak Prescott. Paid him a ton of money. He gets hurt. That's part of the deal. Joe Burrow. How many full seasons has Joe Burrow played?
Well, every other year he gets hurt.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get hurt where it doesn't help, hurt the team. Like he's only out for a few games and he comes back and balls out. Now he's hurt and something's not right and their whole season goes down the toilet.
They are paying him a king's ransom.
They are paying him good money.
Good money.
So I'm going to break down the 10 highest paid quarterbacks.
Okay.
And we're going to basically show what's the value of that quarterback and did they make a mistake with signing that quarterback?
Yeah.
How does it work? Right?
Right. I'm going to ask you a question right off the bat. In the NFL today, how many quarterbacks can win the Super Bowl? How many quarterbacks do you think that are out there who have the ability to take
with the teams that they have?
Right now with the teams they have.
Well, I would say if Lamar Jackson was healthy, that'd be one. I would say Josh Allen 2, Jalen Hurts 3, Patrick Mahomes 4, maybe Matt Stafford 5, and
maybe Brock Purdy, maybe not. He's hurt.
Maybe.
But that's the way it is. And all quarterbacks out there are making a ton of money. So, all right, go with your top 10 there.
So basically what I'm going to say is the number one quarterback, highest paid player is one Dakota Prescott. Dak Prescott.
Is that his real name, Dakota? I didn't know that.
I think that's his middle name.
Oh, okay.
Everybody always calls him Dakota. And so I think that's his middle name. But Dak Prescott makes $60 million a season.
Wow.
$60 million a season. Now, he's
then followed by with Jerry.
Then he's followed by Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jordan Love, and Trevor Lawrence. They all make $55 million a season.
Mm-hmm.
If you take those four, you would have to say, well, you got Josh Allen. Hey, it's probably a good investment. Joe Burrow
Josh Allen took a little less than what he could have.
Correct.
Yeah.
He was the MVP last year. Okay, if you don't win, it's not because of that contract. Yeah. Joe Burrow, he balled out last year under that new contract. You got to say it was worth it at the time, but then he got hurt. But Jordan Love and especially Trevor Lawrence. I feel like Trevor Lawrence is still living off of that championship game he had in Clemson
He's having
way
a
back in
decent season this
2020.
year. He's having a decent season this year.
He's playing okay. The Jaguars are actually winning. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's because of Trevor Lawrence, right?
Okay. All
He's
right.
had like one game where he's been good, but the rest he's kind of up and down, and the team just kind of pulls out a win. Now here's where it gets really sketchy.
Sketchy.
Number 6, 7, and 8, all making $53 million. Tua, Purdy, and Justin Herbert. So Justin Herbert, I would say, would probably be worth it because he's a big quarterback. You give him the talent, you can probably ride him. Brock Purdy. You know what Brock Purdy made last year?
Like $450,000.
Well, not quite that, but if you double it, that's what he made.
Made less than $1 million.
Over $900,000.
$900,000.
$900,000, and now he's making $53 million this year. So,
but he took him to the Super Bowl.
He took him to the NFC Championship, and he took him to the Super Bowl, back-to-back years. And you gotta say, he earned the money.
Yeah.
But really, does it help your team is the question, right? Because now that extra $52 million that he's making this year has to come off the salary cap. So that means a lot of players are going to be going. And then the people behind them are Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. They both make between 51 and 52 million. Then the worst contract of them all was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
He got hurt last year and he hasn't come back yet. And his contract was guaranteed and he's making $46 million this year. And then there's Kirk Cousins.
It's my man.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins basically goes to Atlanta, and Atlanta signs him for $45 million a year. And then halfway through the year, they go, you know what, Kurt? We're going to play the rookie. So Kurt Cousins is basically making $45 million to hold a clipboard. If that ain't good living, I don't know what is.
That is living large.
And then out of all those...
That is the guy who falls upward in success.
Yeah. You know what? Kirk Cousins, I don't know who his agent is, but he's damn good. He's gotten him some big money for somebody who never won anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, by the way, out of all those names we mentioned, there's one that's missing, right? One major name.
Oh, Mahomes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes makes $45 million. So here we are, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, I can't even say
Tua. Whatever, Tua. Just say Tua. Everybody knows.
Right. And Deshaun Watson, Kirk Cousins all make more money than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Now.
Do you know who never signed a majorly large quarterback?
Who?
Tom Brady. Terrific Tom.
Yeah. Well, okay. I will say, though, in the defense of that, Tom Brady is like Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
They're the only NFL players in history whose wives basically use their money as the vacation money. Taylor Swift now is going to be like, oh, Travis, you made $14 million this year. Why don't we put that to the side for our summer vacation? That's exactly what they do.
You can rent the house.
Huh?
But there is something to be said for quarterbacks who take a little less money to win.
That's right. That is true. And that's what Patrick Mahomes is doing. Now, $45 million is a chump change.
It's not chump change.
It does affect the salary cap.
Yeah.
But the fact is, the biggest thing that matters is if you teams feel obligated to pay the quarterbacks when they're not that great.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Mahomes, we knew when Patrick Mahomes was coming up to the end of that contract, he went to multiple Super Bowls. He looked like Michael Jordan in cleats out there.
Yeah.
And literally, you were like, well, you pay Mahomes. It doesn't matter who he has around him. He's going to win. If you got Peyton Manning, it doesn't matter who he has around him. He's going to win. If you have Tom Brady, same thing. If you have Brock Purdy,
you need help.
You look at him and you go, he doesn't have a strong arm. He's very small.
Yeah.
He's injury prone. And he's slow.
All things that you're asking for in a top flight quarterback.
That's right. That's right. But let's give him big money because we won. Yeah. So, it's the Joe Flacco. Now, you remember all the conversations you and I had. Everyone's like, oh, is Joe Flacco a Hall of Famer? No, he's not. Once he got that big contract,
he went downhill.
All those defensive players had to go.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. Just didn't.
Joe Flacco's still playing in the NFL, though.
Yeah. One of the guys on ESPN said, you know what? I don't love anything in this world more than Joe Flacco loves football.
Hey, and for all you people out there watching, our 82 fans, we're going to do a show about who's better, Ryan Fitzpatrick or Joe Flacco.
Both of them hung in there until they just
couldn't do it anymore.
We just don't want you anymore. Joe Flacco is literally like, hey, whoever wants to take me, I am playing.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the whole thing. First of all, the best ideal situation is when you get that rookie quarterback that balls out early and you can build your team around him, i.e. Russell Wilson, I think his rookie contract he signed, it was 4 years for $3 million. And they rode that contract out.
Yeah.
And of course they were able to build the defense, and they had a legendary defense, and they had good players around Russ, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl. So went to back-to-back Super Bowls. And that's what teams like Washington is trying to do with I don't know why boys Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. It happens. Yeah. He's just their name just flutters away.
I just think I can see him. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do right now. That's the ideal situation. That's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
But in that scenario, there are many more scenarios where they draft a rookie quarterback, and guess what? In 3 years, they're drafting another top pick as a quarterback. So,
see the list? That's the list.
Who's on the list, Bill? Who's on the list?
Oh, the teams? Or I'm not naming these players. That's a nuts.
Who's on the teams list?
Green Bay, 3 quarterbacks: Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. And then your other AFC North teams: Detroit, Chicago, and Minnesota. Minnesota, who paid Kirk Cousins a ton of money and then let him go.
Yeah. And so is this in a 30-year span?
This is from 1992 to
1992
to now. Yeah.
Till now.
20, whatever. 20,
so 30
4 or 5 years. No, 23 years. 20.
No, that's 33 years.
33 years. 33 years.
Yeah.
All right.
So 33 years.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers have had 3 quarterbacks.
Yes.
And the Detroit Lions, I'm going to say Detroit Lions have had at least 20.
15.
15. Okay. All right.
That's 1 quarterback every 2 years.
Yeah. And then Chicago, good gracious.
They've had 2 more. So they're up to
more.
17. 17.
So they're not even averaging a quarterback every 2 years.
No.
Boy.
So that tells you how much a great quarterback is worth. Green Bay's had 3. These franchises, some of these quarterbacks probably could have worked out well, but the franchise is just awful and can't get out of their own way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
And then, you know
like,
what?
for example, Detroit had Matt Stafford for several years,
Yeah.
but they couldn't figure out how to win with him. He goes to LA and wins a Super Bowl.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah. And you know what? And then sometimes I guess it's all just luck. Because your favorite team, you remember how they ended up with their Hall of Fame quarterback?
Mahomes or Joe Montana?
No, I'm talking about well, okay.
You know what, the St. Louis Rams?
Yes.
The St. Louis Rams with Kurt Warner?
Yes. They basically were like, oh, Trent Green got hurt.
Yes.
Well, we got who's our backup?
We got
Kurt
this
Warner.
guy who was playing arena football last year.
Right. He was stocking groceries in the off season. And they're like, okay, and this is going to be our quarterback.
Yes.
And then the next thing you know, Kurt Warner was out there slinging it for 400 yards a game. And everybody was like, he's the greatest player ever.
Now, I will say this about Kurt Warner. He came in and he won a Super Bowl with the Rams, went back to another Super Bowl. He took the Phoenix Cardinals to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He showed Eli Manning how to play football in the NFL.
That's right.
This is the true definition of what a good quarterback is.
That's right.
A player that can take two teams to the Super Bowl. And remember, the Rams and the Cardinals are just also ran teams. There's nothing special about them at all.
That's right. That's right. The Rams, they tried to replace Kurt Warner with Mark Bulger, and it wasn't the same.
Nope.
And then what's funny is he went to New York.
Yeah.
After balling out in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And they basically treated him like,
Eli's here.
The stopgap, so we have Eli Manning.
Yeah.
And then he still was a good teammate and was like, okay, I'll teach kid how to be a professional quarterback. And he did. Yeah. And then he left to went to Arizona, and then all of a sudden he was like, oh, okay, I can start again? Okay. Matt Leinart was messing around, and then they were like, you know what, Kurt, you go ahead and do it. Yeah. And then he balls out for another 3 years.
Yeah.
Takes him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's just luck. Yeah. You think Arizona intended on starting Kurt Warner?
They just like, there's this guy out there, he's been around a while, and he's good, but he's not our starter. So.
Right. So that basically proves two organizations in the St. Louis Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. If it was up to them, they wouldn't have made the right decision to start Kurt Warner.
No. Nope. They would not.
Yes, you know, but Kurt Warner was very religious. So maybe God was on Kurt Warner's side, and it did benefited everybody.
Obviously was. The fans were thrilled to death, you know. So it worked out for him. He never made top money.
Nope.
Even back in the early mid 2000s, quarterbacks were still making a lot of money. Not what they're making now. Right. But he was never a quarterback who got this crazy large salary, like say Peyton Manning did. You know, a couple other guys. You know, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre is another one. Brett Favre started with Atlanta, and they were like, you know what?
Atlanta drafted him. Did he play one season with Atlanta? They let him go.
No, he didn't start. They basically were like, you know what? This dude on our bench. Yeah. Let's just. Green Bay was like, hey, what's up with this guy Brett Favre that you don't play? Are you gonna play him? Yeah. Nah, we'll trade him to you. Okay. They traded it to him, and then the next thing you know, boom, Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Yeah.
So somebody knew, because the idiots in Atlanta were basically like, yeah, we don't see the potential in this dude. So
these are the same people that are paying Kirk Cousins $45 million.
That's right. That's right.
Look, I'm of this opinion. If I'm going to pay somebody this much money, you're playing.
That's right. I don't care.
You're playing.
Kirk Cousins would have to be out there. I don't care if I got a rookie quarterback or not. Kurt Warner would be out there slinging it till he can't walk off the field.
Kirk Cousins.
$45 million worth of playing football is what I'm getting from Kirk Cousins. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm telling you that.
I'm getting all my money's worth. That's right.
All right, folks, we're going to have to wrap this show up because we've gone on for a long time. And we could literally talk for another hour about football past.
We do. We do it all the time. We just got to condense it on the podcast.
Today, we were talking about football and started getting into Albert Pujols contracts. Anyway, got to stop. Right. So remember, folks, like and subscribe because we need $1 gazillion because we're going to start scouting quarterbacks and proving all these owners wrong. We should be agents. We could lie to these owners. They don't know what's going on. Like the Jets owners. The Jets owner that gets his information from his son who plays video games.
That's right. He plays Madden. That's right.
That's right.
I'll invest the money for what? The $70 for the Madden game.
There you go.
All those damn players' statistics memorized.
That's right. All right,
so
folks.
anyway.
So we're out of here. So see you later. Remember, like and subscribe, like I said, because we need the gazillion dollars, and we need at least 90 subscribers by the end of this year. Right on. Peace.
So long, everybody.
Y'all come back now. Here.